According to the report, most of the bank fraud cases reported to authorities were inside jobs where workers colluded with fraudsters to divert funds from unsuspecting customers. The most common fraud methods are real-time gross transfer system, also known as RTGS, and EFT, or electronic fund transfer, the report says.
Credit card fraud, which was not very prevalent in East Africa some years back, but now has become quite a there's quite an increase in terms of the incidence of fraud involving credit cards, because a lot of people are moving away from money to plastic money, including credit cards.
In 2010, the insurance industry in East Africa on average reported net claims of 38 billion shillings, of which 30 to 40% was feared to be as a result of fraudulent claims. Deloitte Director of Financial Advisories Robert Nyamo, however, says the figures are likely to rise given that a number of fraud cases go unreported.
Some of these frauds are actually not being perpetrated from Kenya. They're actually being perpetrated from, sorry to name the culprits, but Russia, Nigeria, some of the South American countries.
In one case, a bank is reported to have lost funds amounting to 2.7 billion shillings via illegal transfers through use of key loggers. Another bank lost funds amounting to 1 billion shillings, which was wired from Italy and was suspected to be proceeds of embezzlement.
There's a lot of chat sites and a lot of social media where criminals are getting together and actually passing information on which banks are most susceptible to fraud. So that's quite a dynamic and shift. So you're now seeing criminals share information and giving input into which banks they should perpetrate and which banks they should infiltrate.
In the insurance industry, the most common type of fraud is false motor insurance claims. This has contributed to the increasing cost of motor insurance. The report is calling on financial service providers to institute strong supervisory mechanisms to curb the rising cases of fraud.